Okay, so in an effort to save you some time from this point forward, I'm hoping you have a chance to watch this video. Kind of want to explain how I envision the next 12 weeks going, which will lead us all the way up to winter break and the end of a fun semester. But you basically have all the beginning information that you need to start perfecting your photography skills. So each day when you come in, it will look like you making a decision about what you need to do that day to continue to be a photographer, to build your portfolio, to come up with things that you think would be visually interesting. I'll know that you've seen the video if you come in tomorrow and you drop your phone off in the pocket and then you head over here to the board, find your magnet and put it in the square where it should go. A couple of you, I realize, are still missing magnets, but we'll get that figured out in the morning. You now have a series of 3-week cycles, and at the end of every 3 weeks, you and I will sit down and look at the work you have amassed in that period of time. How much have you produced? Not just how much, but what are the good pieces you've produced? You already have one roll of film to start with. Start printing from that. If you kind of run out of, frames that you want to print larger, then conduct another shoot. Decide what the idea is going to be. That's where the ideation day comes in place. It might be that you get your 2 other mastermind group members to sit down with you and the 3 of you come up with some ideas for what would be a good next shoot. It might be on film. It might even be digital. So let's say you've got a really cool idea. You're tired of working in the darkroom. You still have some more prints on your contact sheet that you could do, or some frames, but you kind of want to have more to work with. So you plan a shoot, take the digital yearbook camera, use your phone, do something, and you come in one day and you're going to work on editing that part over in Photoshop on the computer. All of these are your choices as you are building a body of work. This is what makes it a studio type course. They aren't really assignments from me as much as they are space and time and support and guidance from me. Because you've got the basic tools now that we've learned how to use the camera. And by far, both first and third period have been the best Photo One first films I've ever seen happen. You've got a lot to work with. You've learned a lot about developing. If you're really unhappy with your film, don't even bother trying to print them. Just shoot another roll of film this week and start the whole process over. And that day, you may come in and you're developing film. Others are in the darkroom. Some are on the computer. Some are sitting down trying to figure out what question from their list they're going to try next for their next shoot idea. It should look different for everybody. And I'm here to be more of a coach now than a direct instructional leader. I'm hoping this makes sense. It's going to look and feel very different. When you get to the end of that 3-week cycle, you'll fill out a self-assessment sheet, and then you and I sit down, we look at your work, we pick some of the pieces to go into your portfolio, we put others in your binder, and we just hang on to them till the end. It might turn out that those we reject in this first cycle really are the best you've got, and they end up going into your portfolio at the end. So we'll take things in, put things in and take things out all semester long. Some of them will be digital works that we can print on a digital printer. Others will be your film prints that we do in the darkroom. All of them, all of your creative work should be rooted in those curiosity questions we developed in the very beginning of the semester. So I think that's it. Most of you are headed to the darkroom in the morning. I get that. So it may not look completely different, but we're all at different stages. You need to help each other. You need to come to me with questions. You need to think it through on your own, because you do have some information. If you think the process through, you may come up with better answers than you could get from anybody else in the room. I think that's it. I hope I've covered all the bases. I have a sheet that explains what all of these choices are for you every day. I'll have them out tomorrow so you can put them in your binders. At no time, unless you're going to sacrifice a shoot pass, which is a day when you realize I just can't work on photography today, I got other homework I have to get done. You have 2 of those that you can use this semester. But unless you're giving up a shoot pass, you're working when you're in here. It's not a matter of saying, oh, I'm done with my first film. Then it's your responsibility to move on to the next film, or the next digital shoot, or the next idea you've got. So every day, you got something to do. And now, I really think that's everything. Thank you for taking time tonight to watch this video so that you are ready to go tomorrow morning. I'll take attendance as I see you, but other than that, you don't even have to sit down. You can just head right to the darkroom. Thanks. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.